Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They begin on the ground with Kamara. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9, Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Steps away. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mills on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive in the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
On the top, touchdown! Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Mills. Dancing to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They go play action. Mills. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Mills. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fielded just inside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Mills on the move to his left. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. They run the counter. Hawkins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn, anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 9. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where did they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Texans at 0-15, winless on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels, because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll try to throw here. Mills looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now ETN to start the drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Mills to throw it. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Off the play fake, Mills. This ball caught by Mechie.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On second down, Kamara. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara, try to run for it.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Play fake, Mills. They'll get this out to Kamara.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Mills again. Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 40. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
On play action, Lawrence.
It's It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Play action now, Mills. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. A first down throw for Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Mills to the air again. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And he
will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go play action. Mills.
Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
On 1st
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you've got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now in Houston. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 13. And they will take a knee here. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins,
52 yards.
And the Texans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Etienne once more. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence will throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Raymond, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They run the counter. Raymond. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.